Hello, fellow CEOs. Remember the bottlenecks that we talked about last week? You know, those roadblocks slowing you down? Well, today we're moving on to the good stuff. I'm talking solutions. We'll explore practical strategies to overcome these bottlenecks and free up your time and your energy. Okay, so whether you're juggling multiple clients, managing a growing team, or you're simply feeling overwhelmed, this episode is for you. So let's quickly recap those common areas where businesses often have bottlenecks. So we have client acquisition, which is struggling to find and convert leads into paying clients. We have client management, juggling multiple clients, scheduling conflicts, or ineffective communication. We have service delivery, challenges in delivering consistent high-quality services. We have operations, which is overwhelmed by administrative tasks, financial management, or technology issues. And we have team management, which is difficulties with hiring, training, or managing team members. These areas often become bottlenecks, which is slowing down your growth and increasing your stress levels, right? So let's dive into some solutions, aka my favorite part, strategies for overcoming those bottlenecks. So the first one here is prioritization, right? We all have to prioritize things. And what you want to do here with this prioritization is identifying the biggest impact areas. So the ones that you need to prioritize first to be able to really make the biggest impact, because not all bottlenecks are actually created equal. Some have more significant impact on your business than other ones do. And so we want to focus on those that are draining your time, your energy, or your revenue the most. Okay, we want to focus on those first. And so in order to do that, I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. Which bottlenecks are preventing you from scaling, right? Growing your business, scaling. Which ones are directly impacting client satisfaction, right? Without our clients, we don't have a business, right? And which areas are causing the most stress for you or your team? If you're stressed out and overloaded, or your team is, we are also creating quite the bottleneck all in itself, right? So let's ask yourself those 3 questions, and those are the ones that we want toward the top of the list to remedy. Okay, so that one's prioritization. The next one here we have is automation. We want to let technology do the heavy lifting whenever possible. Okay, so automation can be a huge game changer for you when you look for tasks that are repetitive, time consuming, or they're prone to errors. Okay, that's what we're going to be looking at. Tools like email automation, scheduling software, and project management platforms can significantly reduce your workload. Why do it manually when something can do it for you and it doesn't interrupt your client satisfaction, right? That's what I look at. So, and just as a little FYI here, next week's episode focuses on the role technology has in streamlining operations. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, because I'm going to be digging into that more next week. And so think about what you may be able to automate to let technology do this heavy lifting, or wait till next week and we'll dig even deeper. All right. So the next part here we have is delegation. This is the next strategy. We're going to share the workload. And don't be afraid to delegate tasks. Okay, whether it's hiring virtual assistants, outsourcing specific functions, or empowering team members. Okay, delegation can free up your time for more strategic work. You are the CEO. Without your brain, creativity, your vision, without that time for you to do that strategic work, that's a bottleneck. Okay. So we're going to cover how to delegate effectively as a CEO in a later episode as well. So I'll dig more into that, but think about it. Delegation and sharing the workload, right? That's what we're doing when we delegate. We're bringing on people that are going to support the team. We'll be talking about team here in just a second. But process improvement, okay? The whole point of improving processes is to streamline the workflow, right? What does streamline mean? It's to do it super efficient. Right? So we want to analyze your current processes to identify what inefficiencies are there, right? You're going to break down the complex tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Then you're going to look for opportunities to eliminate unnecessary steps or combine tasks. I still do this every quarter in my business, okay? Because it needs to be a continuous optimization, streamline, right, of your workflows in your business. Okay, we don't want fluff though. Like, we don't want these extra steps that don't really do anything. We don't want fluff. Fluffs cost precious time. Okay, we want the nuts and bolts all laid out though. We want these processes to literally do exactly what they need to do and give you what you need without all the fluff. Fluff, there's no room for fluff here. The last strategy here we're going to dive into is the delegation part, but also here, like the team collaboration, because you can harness the power of your team at such a high level. It's insane. You have the vision as to where you want to take your business and what the impact is that your vision has on your client, and your team is there to support you. So we want to have effective teamwork because it's going to help you overcome a lot of these challenges, these bottlenecks that you're experiencing. And by doing that, you're going to encourage open communication. You're going to have shared goals. You're going to have mutual support, right? And you're going to be able to use collaboration tools to enhance your teamwork and your productivity, right? And your team is here to support you as the CEO. So let's ensure they're able to do that efficiently. Okay, we don't need to be creating any other issues, right? Any other bottlenecks here. We want to eliminate them, right? So remember, these strategies, again, are not one size fits all. Okay, you can experiment with different approaches and find what works best for your business. And then you can, by combining these strategies, you can create a more efficient and profitable operation, right? Because we all want a more efficient and profitable business. Okay, and so I'm always a fan of like actually talking it out. Okay, working with people I vibe with and making an impact. That is my vision. I want every entrepreneur that I work with, which is normally a coach or a service provider, they have that big vision, and I want to help them get there while allowing them to have more capacity, right? More time and energy to be able to put themselves into that, to do that higher strategic work that only they can do. Okay. And I'm here right now, or when you're ready, to take action on these strategies, okay? And there's two ways to get started. One is where it's a DIY. You're going to do it yourself, right? I'm going to be there as a guide to be able to help you get there, okay? We have the free DIY operations audit. You can head to theproductivityimpact.com and grab it there, or head to the show notes and grab the link below, right? And this is a private podcast that will help you identify specific areas for improvement in your business. It's all literally focusing on the 5 common bottlenecks that I see in every single business I walk into, for the most part, right? And I'm going to walk you through being able to identify in more detail an actual, like, you can read it, physically read it, PDF, to help you really figure that one out, okay? And it comes with some custom support. If you submit your audit to me, I will give you a custom Loom video back that tells you that, given what you've shared with me, where I would focus first. So if you struggle with prioritization, this would be huge. Okay. So the option number 2 here is how you can get started would be more personalized support, right? So for a more in-depth approach, you can head to theproductivityimpact.com and fill out the work with me form, or you can head to the show notes and click on the link. And then we can schedule a time to talk together to develop a more customized plan to overcome your unique bottlenecks and streamline your operations in a more, like I said, more custom way. And just keep in mind that continuous optimization is always key. You're going to hear me say that constantly. We're talking, this isn't a one time it's done and then we move on. It's a one time we get the bulk of it done, and then we have to revisit it and make sure that it is still good to go. All right. So just remember that overcoming these bottlenecks is going to be an ongoing process. As you grow and scale, there will be new ones. Okay. So don't get discouraged if it doesn't happen overnight. Okay. It's not going to, I'll be honest with you. But by consistently implementing these strategies, analyzing your results, making adjustments, asking for feedback, you can create a more efficient and profitable business. Okay. That's your goal, right? An efficient and profitable business that allows your vision to come to life. That's your goal. And if that's your goal, then I want to talk to you. All right. But looking ahead to next week, we are going to be talking about what technology's role is in actually streamlining operations in more depth. And so if you're intrigued by how technology can further support you, I want you to tune into next week's episode as I explore the specific tools and strategies that can help you leverage technology to its full potential, okay? And so if you're not subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe so you don't miss this valuable episode, and check out any of the other ones as well, all right? These are all about how you can streamline operations and become a streamlined CEO. All right, thanks for joining me. I'll see you next week.